G'day guys. Yeah, David just came round and dropped off some detectors, and I got this 2200 in, and he said, yeah, it someone's tried to do something to it, and I'm not going to say too much about it, but I'm not going to say I don't even know who owns it, no idea. But David brought it round, so whoever's it is, you know your own detector. But um, they've ripped all the through plates out of the input stage transistors or MOSFETs. Um, yeah, I pulled that out of it. So that's not the way you do it. It's not even the right device, because the device that you've replaced is a P channel. Is it? No, it's not. It's an N channel. Sorry. I just can't work out. There's some in here in bags. I looked at that and there was a P something. I think it's a bipolar trans. I'm not sure. P, or it could be a P MOSFET, but I don't know. I've got bipolars that start with PO, P1029s and stuff like that. So I got no idea. Got to test it. But anyway, yeah, I've got it. I've finally have really good use for this microscope thing. That's what I'm looking at down there. And yeah, on the other side of the board, um, well, there's no through plates there anyway. There's nothing. So I've got to work out how to connect the top and bottom. I've got to scrape it back. But yeah, it makes a bit of a job to do. So I don't know what else there, but yeah, I really don't know some of the numbers on these parts. Now let's have a look and see what this is. I actually got to use the camera here to see it. Oh no, I won't be able to do that either. Um, Hang on a sec. I'll hold it up under the light. There we go. So IRF 610. No, no, that is not a signal transistor. No, no. All your signal's going to be swept away in the gate capacitance. It's never ever going to get through that device. It's oh dear me. No, 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 no. You've got to use a signal transistor. Even though you probably got the voltage rating right on that, but yeah, I think that one in the bag there is the one that was in there. Uh, I pulled that out, but that's really weird. It says P10 something or other. P, unless it's a P for a P channel FET. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I was going to put the right stuff in there. They put those big bulky transistors in there for a start. We're going to put surface mount in this to repair it. So surface mount devices is far better. But I look at that there and I go, oh, yuck. Yeah. So anyway, hopefully we can fix this 2000. David said whoever owned it tried to. Um, I think I said something about the front end transistors being very, very. Uh, how do we put it? A bit old technology in these, and you can modernise it. But yeah, um, IRF 610 is not the device to use. You got the polarity right for the first transistor, first MOSFET, but um, yeah, that'll switch amps. This thing is made to switch very minimal amounts of signal, well, very small signal levels, and you don't want to swamp it out with hundreds of picofarads of gate capacitance. It acts as a filter and will filter out all your very fast time constant signals, and they'll all go to the driver circuit and get swamped out to ground or whatever, and you'll lose tons of signal. So you've got to use devices made for the job. And yeah, anyway, yeah, that's my surprise. If I turn it round, I've got a rag on this microscope stand because the back of the board on these will scratch the hell out of it. So I didn't want to do that. So if I very, very carefully do that, you can see that's why I've got the rag there to sort of save its bacon. If I get this here and turn this around, you can see in there, you can see long ways that, yeah, there's no through plates. I've taken a bit of the resist off the tracks because the track just stops, doesn't go anywhere. So yeah, I could probably loop wire it top to bottom, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, that is an old 2200. Dear me. There we go. Yep, there you go. SD2200D with discrimination that I never ever trusted after it told me that my gold specimen was iron. So don't even know what happened there. There's a video about that somewhere in the far distant past. So yeah, I thought that was quite interesting, an interesting repair to do. I don't like when the through plates get ripped out because you know you got to find out and track it from the top and track it from the bottom and join them all up again. And we'll see how we go. But whatever was in there to start with, what I'm going to replace it with is probably 10 times better, and will work a hell of a lot better. It won't be as lossy as the devices that are in there. You know, you got resistive losses through those old devices. We'll put in stuff which has a little bit less on resistance and far less capacitance too. You don't want a lot of gate capacitance because where your signal goes in and out of the FET, that gate is capacitively coupled more or less to the drain and source, and the signal going from drain to source will also interact with the gate capacitance. And if you've got a great whopping hack of gate capacitance there, what do you think is going to happen? It's like putting a capacitor to ground, but directly on the input. No, don't do that. You'll lose all your signal, or a lot of it anyway, especially high speed decay targets. They'll just disappear. And that means small gold will not be found. So I just thought I'd make a quick video that if what David tells me that the guy saw one of my videos and tried to do something with the old parts and swap them out. Yeah. Well, I've got to say this, that that's cleaned up, that one there. It looked like someone had taken an 80-watt Burco soldering iron to it and made big balls of solder everywhere. So I had to clean it up as best I could. Yeah, I don't mean to laugh, but dear me, some of the stuff you see is just funny. But yeah, if you want to do this sort of stuff, make sure you know what you're doing and use the right soldering iron. Don't use some great whopping hunker Burko thing or whatever. I don't know. It just looked like it was done with some. It had blobs of solder there that were huge. You know, crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'll have to fix that. But I won't put one of those TO220 type transistors in there. That's old hat. And those old 2SK1226s for memory, if I'm right. And we'll put in, one of the newer ones. We'll put the same one that goes in GPXs or something like that. Something really good. Yeah. So that's that. And yeah, you can see over there on my computer. I don't know if you can actually see that. People will zoom in on that and say, "Oh, what's he making? Designing up something." That I am. I'm designing up some new stuff, and I got, yeah, I've got to do a lot of new stuff. The hardest thing with circuitry when you do it is obtaining the boxes to stick it in. So something nice and neat and ergonomic. We'll use that word, ergonomic. There's me tapping the microphone. So anyway, That's some of the stuff that I have to put up with sometimes. But yeah, David brought it around when I opened it up. Yeah, um, David said to me, he goes, "Oh, you look like you're going to cry." I went, "Yeah, right." But no, I think it was tears of laughter. I think nearly. But yeah, actually, because I'm on this camera, I can zoom in on that. You can never look at this. This like that. There you go. Look at that. Oh, oh dear. Yeah, blobby. It was 10 times worse than that. It was a big stack of blobby solder there. But yeah, if you can see on the big device, the 3 pads have completely gone. So I'll have to do something about that. And the little 3-legged one above it, which is still silvered, I'll be able to probably do that. I'll do that on the back of the board and surface mount as well. I'll use a surface mount device. I got some really good spec P channel devices which I can put on there. Yeah, it'll work really well. So it can be done, but please don't rip the tracks off and the pads. Uh, yeah, I'm not saying I don't know who it belongs to. I'm not saying anyone's names or anything, but yeah, it's all good fun. Anyway, I'm going to get stuck into this. Catches.